gang, what's going on? What's poppin'? It's your girl Drizzy. Welcome back to Drizzy Radio, place where we talk about celebrity gossip, celebrity news, trending topics. If you're new here, kindly don't leave without subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say a special shout out to you. Now let's get straight into something. So you all know that we were on JP 2025 yesterday, wedding reception, and honey, it was late. Okay, it trended like crazy. It still is. Most of East African blogs are still talking about it. Okay, the highlights, the surprise, the shock, because you know a lot happened yesterday. But what's importante is MARRIAGE JUX and Prissy finished their wedding finally, and yeah. You know, happy ever after. We wish them well from over here. So a lot happened. Include, I'm sure you guys must have heard about Diamond coming in the party late, but he wasn't the only person who came late. I saw Rayvanny coming late, Zuchu coming in late. There were so many artists who came in late, but Diamond was, you know, he wasn't wearing their official colors, because you all know that there's a video that Jux did where he insisted that everybody must rock gold and, of course, black. Diamond popped up with white, and of course, a lot was said. Many people are saying, why is he kind of disrespecting the theme, the color, and stuff like that? A lot was said. And also something that people noticed, the fact that Diamond came alone, okay? Diamond came alone. It's something that I've noticed about Diamond and Zuchu, honey. Whenever there's in a big event like this, it's either they were broken up and they're showing up together and turning headlines, you know, or people thought they were on good times, they're together, and when they show up in this big event, they're seemingly not together. Just like yesterday, people assumed, because a few days ago, Diamond was in Uganda, right? I think it was 2 days ago. Zuchu was at the airport, you know, hugging and seemingly like she will miss Diamond Platinums. We suppose, or we assumed, that they're still on good terms, but based off of what we saw yesterday and what some big blogs in TZ are reporting on, is something is happening. There is fire in the mountain. So Zuchu, okay, she came in and nobody saw her coming in with this dress. Okay, many people speculating she did not come with this dress, but maybe that's not the case, because where she was seated, people noticed her later on, and people also noticed that she seemingly was distancing herself from other people. You all know that over the years, Zuchu stated that she stopped being with many friends with many people because there were people who were like taking advantage or taking her kindness for weakness, etc. But, you know, it's been alleged that the real reason why Zuchu is not close with these girls is because allegedly Diamond and Nakam, anytime Zuchu is close with someone, Diamond must do that thing. So that's why Zuchu was seated by herself. If you take a look at your screen, Zuchu was by herself and her bodyguards, honey, minding her own business. She looked a little bit off. She wasn't, I expected her to be up there with the Nandis and just having fun. Even if the relationship is not good, Diamond, you are there for Prissy, not for Diamond Platinums, you know what I'm saying? And Diamond was just there having fun with his boys, you know what I'm saying? Feeling himself and stuff like that. So, before this part reached Diamond, and now I actually see why Prissy even went for Nandi, because Nandi is a little bit more stable mentally. And I'm not saying that Zuchu is not, it's just that Zuchu is just going through so much right now. So Diamond, when he came, he did an interview, and there's so many interesting things that he said that are really trending in regards to marriage and what he think about marriage, you guys.
Chamwambia, lakini ya mwisho ya kumweleza Jux.
Mimi nimtakie tu kila laheri kwenye ndoa yake. Ndoa zina mambo mengi, tumesikia, tumeona. Aiteli kwa mvumilivu yeye na mwenzie. Migombano ipo, binadamu kishi pamoja za mkoruzane. Marafiki tu wanagombana, washikaji wanagombana, wafanyakazi wanagombana. Ni kitu cha kawaida. Kugombana kwenu kusipelekea mkatawaliana maneno makali, maneno mabaya, kutaka kuvunja ndoa yenu. Jua ni kipindi cha mpito tu kitavuka.
first started by asking Diamond, like, what advice would you give Jux as your friend? And he said that he just wish him all well. In marriage, there's a lot of things. There are people quarrel, people argue, people fight, but they shouldn't say some things that will hurt each other to make them want to break their marriage. They should just tolerate each other and learn to understand each other at the end of the day. I wish sometimes Diamond would just apply all this advice. He'd be out here giving people on music and also in these interviews, because he seemed like a very smart person. Sometimes I notice these people with good advice, they don't apply the advice on themselves when it needed to be. He also said this, guys. Let me play it to you.
Hili litakuwa ni swali la watu wengi na huwa wanauliza, na mimi nitauliza pia kwa niaba ya Tanzania. Diamond Platnumz, na wewe lini tutakusanyika kama hivi kufurahia siku yako kubwa?
Nadhani kuna siku nitaongea mambo ya ndoa.
Aaliyah asked, okay, it's been alleged Aaliyah was knocking Diamond Platnumz too. Let me just say allegedly her name. Aaliyah asked Diamond, like, when will we come here on your own wedding? Like, we can't wait to see that. And Diamond was like, when it comes to marriage, I hope there's one day. I hope there's one day that I'll come here and talk about marriage. Make me feel like, Aaliyah, did you know something before us, girl? Did you knew that Zuchu and Diamond was going through it? Because it's been a lie that you are knocking Diamond Platnumz too, or still is. I don't know which one is it. But anyway, tell me how you all feel about it down in the comment section. Zuchu stayed away from media people, stayed away from people. She was just sitting, pretending like she's happy, but you can see it all over her face. She did not want to be there. She just want to be there for the face to be seen that Zuchu attended, but her spirit was not there. As for Diamond Platnumz, he has talked about marriage so many. Let's listen to this first.
Yuma, harusi yake sio tu harusi, ila ametuheshimisha kama taifa. Unajua zamani ilikuwa inaonekana wanaume wa Nigeria ani watu fulani bakubwa na hela, lakini bwana kaenda kubadilisha mtazamo, onekana kama wanaume wa Tanzania wana hela. Ana wanaume wa Tanzania tumekuadili kupitia hii harusi.
Of course, it started by saying that in the past, it used to seem like Nigerian men were very rich. Okay, that was the narrative, that only Nigerian men are rich. But now this wedding and the way Jux invested in this wedding, it shows that also Tanzanian men are rich, of course, and it has also given the Tanzanian men that name out there, that they can actually go all the way out to do expensive stuff. That right there was what Diamond Platnumz was saying, but that did not sit well with some people, because many people are asking, what is this obsession with Nigerian men? Diamond has talked about Nigerian people and their wealth so many times, included at some point insisting he was the richest artist in Africa.
Katika mambo ya ndoa Make kwanza hapo tucheke. Tunakuombea ndoa inshallah. Katika mambo ya ndoa siwezi kuwa mshauri sana, kwa sababu najua kama mnavyoelewa au vipi? Lakini ndugu yangu.
And of course, he also went ahead, and I think personally, when he was talking like this, he knew that those words were gonna, make some sort of headlines. He first started by saying, but me, I can advise Juma Jux in so many things, but when it comes to marriage, and then he paused, and then he said that you guys know, what it is, and you understand. Meaning, Diamond, let me tell you, Diamond has said so many times he's not ready for marriage. Diamond, few months ago, on Young African and Famous and Lit and whatever, Netflix, he said that, no, I don't want marriage. I don't want a wife. I don't mind adding more kids, but when it comes to a wifey, it's not something that I'm down with. You know what I'm saying? And if I was Zuchu, I would have taken this seriously, but it is what it is. At this point, let's just watch and see how everything unfolds. For all we know, they could just be passing off and allowing people to think they've broken up, but then a few days you'll see them together again, because that is something that they've been doing for so many times. That's why wherever Diamond hurt Zuchu, people don't feel sorry for Zuchu, because people are like, girl, you continue to put yourself in that situation, but that is what happened when you're used to something so bad. Even if it's so toxic and it's almost unaliving you, you don't see it. But be very careful with those people. You never know. Anyway, keep it classy. Stay. See you on my next.